Welcome back to round number 3 here at Cycle Turtle Plays in Peak Green Bay, California of our 2026 Gym Challenge first tournament. I'm Jesus Coronel, that is Dennis Eisler. We have round 3. We have Cole, Cisakowski, and Angel Torres on the team. Cole piloting the Dragonite, Golden Ghost, Sneasler, Incineroar, Whimsicott, and Garchomp, while Angel on the Glamora, Rillaboom, Incineroar, Electabuzz, Annihilate, and Whimsicott.
Yeah, both teams have a lot of aggressive options, but they both kind of want to go about it in different ways. Definitely have some of that balance core on Angel's team with the Rillaboom and the Incineroar and that Redirector in Electabuzz. On Cole's team, I think it's mostly just Geo's Toronto team. Those double choice items on the Dragonite and the Goldengo and all the other offensive threats, including the Sneasler and the Garchomp. Just a lot of damage that this team can output, but Angel has a lot of ways of playing around that, including the grassy terrain to potentially weaken a Garchomp Earthquake, or the Intimidate for everything, or just redirecting stuff. Like, I don't know. It's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, all right. And yes, everything in Cole's side does do damage. And surprisingly enough, I think Incineroar could also do a lot of damage, too, in this game. Because, well, a lot of these AV Incineroars are forced to do damage.
Yeah.
And, well, if they do damage, then you got yourself a good team.
Yeah, I mean, they gotta do something.
And but Angel, of course, his team centered around, arguably, I think it's his favorite Pokemon, unless he tells me otherwise, is this Glamora.
Yeah, certainly loves playing that Glamora in a lot of these formats, and always likes running it with that Power Herb, Meteor Orb.
Oh, specifically Gita's Glamora, the one from the Champion Tester. It's going to be led alongside an Incineroar, while Cole going to lead the Sneasler Whimsicott, and Sneasler's going to benefit from this Intimidate because the White Heart's going to be activated.
Yeah, it's immediately going to activate Unburden if that's the ability there. Not that it's going to matter a ton, because I think Sneasler is going to outspeed everything here regardless, but it does mean that it's not weakened. I mean, the big question here is what does Glamora want to do? And also, I mean, the Incineroar probably, that is a Covert Cloak Whimsicott, you can see on the screen, so Incineroar probably wants to try to hit the Fake Out onto the Sneasler.
And it will. A lot of damage for Sneasler's physical defense. That's not great. And Cole does set up a tailwind for nobody this turn because of that taking the Fake Out. So it's going to glitch this turn. I'm wondering what the Glamora clicks here. Probably just going to be a Sludge Bomb. Yeah, it's going to be a Sludge Bomb into the Whimsicott. No focus has to be seen. That is a straight one-hit KO. Okay, we didn't need a critical hit even though it's 4 times weakness to poison.
Yeah, I don't think the critical hit was particularly necessary, but does mean the Meteor Beam Power Herb. It's the combo.
I mean, yeah,
it's still an option there for the Glamora.
Hey, there's your item idea, Meteor Herb. What did we make it do?
Uses Meteor Beam with Power Herb. That's what it does.
I thought we were gonna get towards a new item idea with the Meteor Herb.
I don't got anything for you.
I was hoping. Okay, we got Golden Go out in the field now before Cole, and in this tailwind, Golden Go plus Sneasler does actually threaten both Incineroar and Glamora with heavy damage.
Yeah.
And it's a translation from Cole, too.
Yeah, I'm interested in the Terra here.
It's Golden Go, and depending on what this Golden Go is, it's Terra Steel, so that's probably signaling an offensive set from this Golden Go.
Yeah, I think it's just going to start
Spiky Shield is an option for Glamora to keep it perfectly safe, but I'm pretty sure the Sneasler is just going to go after the Incineroar, because, well, Close Combat is bigger, and it does get the one-hit chaos, something to say bigger and stronger, especially more damage dealing towards the Golden Go at present.
Yeah, and I think Angel is just like, okay, I have to get out of this immediate turn, because Golden Go's about to Specs Terra Steel, make it rain.
And thankfully here, you don't worry about the Make It Rain special attack talk because you just hit a Protect. And Whimsicott comes in from Angel, another one of his favorites.
Yeah, now the question is whether the Golden Go or the Glamora is faster, because if the Whimsicott will probably be able to Tailwind if it wants. I doubt that Glamora will take a one-hit KO from Sneasler right now. Maybe it will.
Depends on the moveset here. Obviously no Protect Summer from anywhere in the field other than a Tailwind the match for Angel's side. Sneasler does go ahead and use Dire Claw into this Whimsicott. It does bring it down to a focus action. Then another 4 times super effective hit onto Grass Fairy types. Dire Claw gets a poison, so will get KO'd this turn. I'm more so curious on the speed series between Glamora and Golden Go, and Golden Go's faster. It's going to be a double knockout.
Yeah, Golden Go being faster is really important information here because, yeah, that's, I think Angel was hoping for, okay, I get the Tailwind up, and then Glamora gets to use, like, Earth Power onto, Golden Go or something and try to get out of this one, but it's going to be a lot more difficult now with just the Annihilate left.
Yeah, definitely Annihilate to go for Angel. It is definitely not enough to do. I mean, it does wall the Sneasler really well, because again, your only attack is Dire Call, which is resisted by the Ghost typing, but Golden Go can either easily switch out or just launch another Make It Rain.
Yeah, I'm curious. I think this is pretty relevant for the rest of the set as to how Annihilate is able to handle this right here. This, I believe, a pretty bulky Annihilate. You do see that Lumberry on it there.
And Angel's going to go ahead and take this opportunity to terrestrialize this Annihilate here. Plenty of Terra types going around this Annihilate these days, and got a little bit of a Stream Freeze in his fire.
It's like a pause there. It's like, can you guess the Terra type?
And that means Dire Claw's neutral now and does have damage to Annihilate. No status comes out. Make It Rain at -1 special attack, and still Terra boosted, and Choice Break allows Annihilate to survive one hit. So it will get some vital information from Angel on nothing because it's a bulk up.
Yeah, just a bulk up there. I wonder if there is the ability for Angel to stall out. Yeah, the Tailwind is now over, although the Sneasler might still be faster with Unburden. Yeah,
definitely outspeeding. And now it's going to be the final Dire Claw that Cole Cisakowski needs to win game number 1.
Yeah, and I mean, some of it's a little bit difficult for Angel just because if the Whimsicott didn't get poisoned with the Dire Claw, it would have been at least around. Well, no.
No, let's get
it's still
in line of fire. Make It Rain.
Yeah, it's still taken out with the Make It Rain. So yeah, I'm not really sure what the play was there for Angel, but
again, I guess I reiterated this from round 1 and from round 2 indirectly. Speed is the name of the game.
Yeah, and I mean, just the Golden Go being faster than that Glamora is pretty important there. And we'll see if, because I would imagine both these players are going to want to switch things up quite a bit after that game number 1, just because of how it played out especially between that Glamora and the Golden Go.
Absolutely, and also wondering if Electabuzz even comes out to play, because I think Electabuzz does have a terrible matchup in the Garchomp, yes, but redirection could just be valuable towards setting up like Glamora, or maybe setting up an Annihilate, because definitely does eye the Annihilate for Angel to be a pretty big win condition. Instead, it's just going to be the same lead of Incineroar and Gita's Glamora from Angel. It's going to be Whimsicott Sneasler, I think, again from Cole.
Yeah, same leads again.
And it's going to be the same Whiteheart proc.
Yeah, exactly, but game number 1, I believe we saw just the Sludge Bomb into the Whimsicott. I wonder if Angel wants to get a little bit aggressive, potentially try to take out the Sneasler here. Although, of course, the Sneasler does have the ability to Terra. Ooh, it's only Terra Stellar.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if we need to state that specifically because of these. There's like 3 prominent Terras on Sneasler, depending on how you want it to play.
You can see the little outline there. I mean, the big thing here is, you could either go for, because the Protect, I think, is what Angel was preparing for in the last one, going for the Fake Out into that slot. Now the question is, does Angel still go for that Sludge Bomb to take out the Whimsicott?
Important to note, this Whimsicott did not go for Tailwind. Oh, and it did go for Tailwind. Well, okay, there goes me priority back for a hot minute. Go on.
Yeah. Here's just the question of, okay, yeah, it was the Earth Power. I was expecting, honestly, the Meteor Beam, just to try to get that boost. Not being able to hit the Sneasler there is pretty unfortunate for Angel, although it means that the Whimsicott is lingering around here, which it's not doing a whole lot right now.
It could click Moonblast, but
it could click Moonblast, but that's not doing a ton of damage. It can Encore, but it doesn't really want to Encore Glamora, and it can't do that against Incineroar. So it's not doing a ton right now, which might actually be advantageous for Angel.
I was also at the point of the Encore thing, because if Angel did go for Meteor Beam that turn, you could just get Encore into Meteor Beam and Glamora suddenly stuck.
That's certainly true.
And 10 seconds to go on Cole's turn. Definitely is taking his time to think about the situation. Goes, well, you got an interesting situation with if Incineroar switches out at all, or if Glamora just goes for another Earth Power, but it's not just going to switch out. You know, no need to risk it early on. And in comes the Garchomp from Cole.
Mm-hmm. And that is interesting. I don't think Garchomp was in the back
Yeah,
previous game.
I figured the Incineroar would switch out in this battle, and it will be Annihilate to catch that close combat here. And to answer your question, we never got to see Cole's fourth Pokemon game 1.
Yeah.
And there's a close combat into the Ghost type.
Yeah. Well, now it is just the Glamora getting to hit. It's the Sludge Bomb into the Garchomp. It won't do no damage, but it's pretty low.
Does not poison.
And doesn't poison. It wouldn't have been a huge deal if it did, but it did not.
Yeah, unfortunately it did not here. Now Garchomp's in an interesting position because Earthquake's certainly possible, but it's probably not recommended to do. I mean, you gotta protect her, so you definitely have free reign to do so. Annihilate could just quick bulk up. It's not fearing Direct Claw anymore, and, well, you don't really have a reason to terrestrialize it in front of Garchomp. And
yeah.
I think it's Glamora is, like, the more interesting subject, because is it a Spiky Shield, is it a switch out to Incineroar, or do you just risk the potential Sludge Bomb / Earth Power? Sneasler, of course, does not want to stick around, and Whimsicott comes back in.
Yeah, and part of the question here for Cole is I wonder if he's just predicting now that last Pokemon is not Rillaboom. Like going for an Earthquake here, but you're
that's
still
Incineroar switch in.
gonna get intimidated by the Incineroar, which is a nice play for Angel regardless.
I mean, it's still weak to the ground, but it's not as bad as it once was, and Cole's gonna rip Reterra.
Yeah, it might just be,
It's Garchomp terrestrializing. There's like 3 different Terras it can go for. This one, on the occasion, is ground.
Yeah, gonna be the ground Terra here. Probably just gonna go for that Earthquake. I mean, you can probably reasonably guess at this point the Rillaboom's not back there.
Earthquake comes out, hits everyone on the field. Incineroar takes over half, Annihilate just under half. Whimsicott takes it comfortably well. Will take a bit of Life Orb chip as well from the Scarchomp. Citrus Berry gonna be munched on by this Incineroar, get back 25% of his health back into the green area, and Annihilate gets a bulk up, but that's still an Encore target.
It is indeed an Encore target. I wonder if Angel has any plans of what to do about that, because now it's a bit more awkward try to get out of it, but and I guess it's a question of whether Incineroar can take another Earthquake. I don't think it can.
Didn't look like it could, but I'm more worried about if Cole even goes for another Earthquake, because at this point with the bulk up, if you don't lock it into Encore, then you have to worry about Rage Fist.
Yeah, you sure do. And also you have to worry about just whatever fighting move it's got packing here.
Or whatever Incineroar Terrace is, and that's going to be another Grass Terra.
I actually like this play for Angel, because now you can try to take out the Whimsicott. Yeah, you get to protect the Annihilate here so you don't get Encored. You probably take the Earthquake.
Yeah, there is an Encore. It's going to be into the Protect, so it will just be blocked. Garchomp, I believe, clicked an attack here. It's going to be stopping attack. Just 15 the Incineroar, but it's at -1, and now it's resisted in front of this Incineroar. Yeah, takes it much more beautifully this time around. Takes a bit more Life Orb chip, and Flare Blitz into the Whimsicott. No more Encore for the rest of the game, and now Cole has an Annihilate problem.
Yeah, now absolutely an Annihilate problem, and it's going to be kind of awkward to deal with that guy for the rest of this game.
Especially without Tailwind.
Yeah, especially without Tailwind now.
And that means also the Sneasler does not have a good matchup in an Annihilate anymore now that the Terra is on the Incineroar.
Yeah,
Forcing out this Golden Go.
Yeah, and Golden Go presumably does have that Shadow Ball, but...
It does have Shadow Ball. It's right there on the screen.
It'll be a little bit of a question now.
Who's faster?
Not just who's faster, but also if Angel wants to make any switches here.
Certainly possible you just switch back into Whimsicott just to cycle and intimidate, but I also could just see this Garchomp switch out from Cole.
I mean, the thing is, I think the Garchomp's in a decent spot here to just click Earthquake, honestly.
In front of a Golden Go.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess the Golden Go's there. Probably don't want to do that, so...
I mean, I guess it also depends on how confident you are that Golden Go lives your own Earthquake at -1, and well, Garchomp's heading out of here.
Yeah, I guess
back into the Sneasler.
I kind of didn't hate it just staying out there, because the less aggressive you get in front of the Annihilate, the more you give it an opportunity to just beat you.
And in comes the Whimsicott in place of that Incineroar. He's still a Grass Resist anyway, and now you do have to cycle and intimidate, and Annihilate goes for a double protect?
I was kind of... In my head,
it's Make It Rain,
thinking,
so it will not put the Whimsicott on Focus Sash. And this, I think, is telling of what Angel's thinking in his head. I think his Annihilate's not faster.
I think I would agree with him in that case, because I was thinking in my head, it's like, okay, Garchomp's definitely faster, Sneasler's definitely faster. Goldengo's probably still faster. I mean, if it was faster than the Glamora, it's probably faster than a Bulk Up Annihilate set. And now, with that double protect, you're able to get your own Tailwind up and potentially start hitting things. The problem is that you still don't have a lot of HP remaining here. There's not a lot to be done about that right now. You've got to click Rage Fist here.
It's okay. When it's switching out again, definitely is having a Focus Sash Syndrome, and back goes into the Incineroar to Roller that attacks that up. That's Sneasler.
That's interesting, because I really would have thought it was the Tailwind here, because I don't think there's anything...
Fake out the Incineroar does hang on.
Oh, because of the fake out.
And yeah, we do confirm that Goldengo is indeed faster than Annihilate, and it lives at a -1 special attack with the Choice Bag, so that was a great double protect from Angel. Even though Incineroar does go down.
It is. The problem here is just, can you win out of the end of this game? What does Annihilate do here?
It's a Rage Fist. It's definitely taking a couple of hits to this point, and has the Bulk Up. It's going to easily one-hit KO this Goldengo back.
It will. Now is just the problem of... It might end up coming down to a Protect 50-50, because Garchomp is going to be out here. I believe both Garchomp and Sneasler have Protect available here. If the Whimsicott comes back out here, as it will, and goes for a Tailwind, it's just a question of which one Annihilate tries to target here, because Annihilate is slower than both these Pokemon. I feel pretty comfortable with that being the case.
Yeah, and that's the case, then
Annihilate will certainly get KO'd by either one of these Pokemon.
Or it can let the Garchomp, it'll KO itself.
Yeah.
Makes it certainly awkward because, well... Angel has the Pokemon advantage, and the Glimmer in the back can still go for meteor beam.
The Glimmer is in the back, and so if you're Cole, you probably want to protect the Garchomp here, and try to have the Sneasler finish off the Annihilate, but you don't have the Unburden boost anymore, so you definitely are still slower.
Annihilate Jake's just starting to protect.
Annihilate just protects. That could be...
Is it a Moonblast from this? Okay, no, it's going to be according to Fake Out, so Sneasler's now out of commission.
Sneasler is now basically out of commission, but that's not a huge issue.
It depends on where this Garchomp goes for. It's going to go for the Stopping Test. Kestic! Read on the Whimsicott!
Yeah, and that's a nice little play for Cole there. I think he realized that he was going to get encored into Fake Out, and Angel got a little bit more aggressive with the Annihilate there. Could have been an okay play, but now
it's a choice, because Glamora definitely is not faster than Garchomp or Sneasler, but Sneasler can't attack, so it's just going to stay there, meaning Angel has to knock out Garchomp to win this game, but can he?
Yeah, I don't think he can, because I think Earthquake just finishes the game. I think Earthquake KOs all 3 other Pokemon right now.
Angel definitely puts eggs in the one Glamora basket. Even though it's not Easter, Annihilate goes for the double attack and fails it once again. After getting it the first time, Sneasler goes for the Fake Out. Of course, it's not going to work because it's not the first turn it's been sent out. Garchomp goes for the Earthquake, will knock out the Annihilate. Will this knock out the Glamora? Absolutely it will. And that is a 2-0 victory for Cole Cisakowski in round number 3.
And got the Sneasler as well. Got the triple KO that turn.
When do you ever see a triple KO?
You don't see it a ton, but definitely the right time for Cole to do it there, with the Sneasler not really doing a whole lot, and able to pick up the rest of the HP off of the Annihilate. Yeah. I think Cole just did a really good job not letting the Annihilate get set up. It was that bulk upset. It had the Rage Fist. But just not a whole lot of attacks came out of it, and that's the big thing, is that if you can get those 2, 3, 4 attacks out, maybe you're able to end up winning it, but just couldn't really get there.
I hate being the one person to bring this up, but once again, it's speed. We have all of this tail control. We have all the high-speed Pokemon. We have every game so far been a 2-0.
Yeah, it definitely has been pretty dependent on a lot of those speed boosting abilities, or just very fast Pokemon like Garchomp.
And speaking of speed, I think this guy wants some pizza right now.
I do. This guy wants some pizza.
I don't know if Fuecoco can eat some.
Fuecoco can have pizza as a treat.
Alright, okay. We'll get that treat in and we'll be back for round number 4 as soon as we finish up challenge.